Letter writing is an art, and anyone can master it with practice. So, children, today you are going to learn how to write formal letters, because informal letters you have already done in your previous classes. Now, in your syllabus, you have formal letters. So, letter writing is classified into two types: informal letters and formal letters. Informal letters are those letters which are written to your loved ones, your friends and relatives, and formal letters are written to officials, to the editors, to business houses, customers, employer, colleagues, acquaintances, etc., for a formal reason. And reasons like to get our problems addressed, to give any information, or making job applications, appealing to others, expressing our views on public issues, supply, book, inquiries, selling products, and so on and so on and so forth. So there are so many reasons for which we write formal letters to have contact with several people of several government bodies or officials or editors, business houses, etc. Now, one thing which you should remember, and this change has come from the CBSE for this session, that for class 10, letter will come on any given situation. So, earlier, like, the letters were categorized into different classes. One was letter to editor, the other was letter of complaint, then placing orders, then inquiry, and all those things. But now it can come on any given situation. So keep yourself updated with the contemporary issues also, children. Now this time the letter would be of 10 marks instead of 8. Earlier it was of 8 marks, now it would be of 10 marks. Now I'll give you the format of a formal letter. Format of a formal letter. Now, first of all, you will, from the margin, from the left hand side, you will straight away start writing the sender's address. Sender's address means the address of the person who is sending the letter, who is writing the letter. It should come in 2 to 3 lines. And then when after writing the address, you have to leave a space of a line, and then write down the date line. Now the date you can write in this manner, like it's 29th April, so you can write down 29 April 2020, or you can write down April 29 2020, like this you can write, and then write down the recipient's address. Now recipient's address means the person who is going to receive the letter. Okay, and first you will write down the designation on the top, like suppose if you are writing a letter to the editor, so you will write the editor. If you are writing a letter to the manager, you will write the manager. If you are writing a letter to the police commissioner, you will write the police commissioner, like that. Then our recipient's address will also come in 3 to 4 lines, or between 2 to 4 lines, and don't put comma after every line in the addresses. Then leave a line again after writing down the address. Leave a line and write down the subject. Either you write complete subject word, or you just write SUB, and then whatever subject you write, you underline it. You must highlight it by underlining. And then again leave a line and write down the salutation. Either you write down sir or ma'am, or dear sir or dear ma'am. Okay, and keep this in mind. So when you write dear sir or dear ma'am, you should end it up with yours sincerely or yours faithfully. Okay, then don't put comma here, no need. Leave a line and then start writing from here the body of the letter, which should comprise of 3 paragraphs. First, introductory paragraph, where you will give the introduction of the topic. After that, you will, next paragraph, second paragraph would be you will be giving the details of the subject matter, whether it is about a problem or anything, whatever is there about the subject matter, you will give it in detail. So that would be your second paragraph. Then third, concluding para, that would be the concluding. In this you will give all the details. It can, if you want to, you can make 2 paragraphs also, but adhere to the word limit. And then last paragraph would be the concluding paragraph, where you will write down the conclusion, whether it can be like you are giving suggestions here, you can or you are giving some solution, or some mentioning some remedial measures, like that. Now after the last paragraph, and remember that after every paragraph you have to leave one line and write from the left only. Okay, it is all left aligned. Keep that in mind, that this is all left aligned. So don't leave a gap of don't give an indentation gap of 2 fingers here to start the first paragraph or any paragraph. You straight away write from the margin just below this. Okay, it should be well aligned. After writing the concluding paragraph, again leave a line, and you close it with subscription, or you can say complimentary close. And that is most you can write anything, I hope this, that, and looking forward to your consideration or something like that. And after that you can write down the subscription close, complimentary close, or you can say yours, directly yours, sincerely, or faithfully, or truly, like that. And if it is for the school, you will write, if you are writing an application to the principal or to the dean of any institute, you can end it up by writing yours obediently. Okay. So yours sincerely, faithfully, truly, or in case of principal or dean, you can write yours obediently, or yours faithfully also you can write. So sincerely also can, any of these can be used. And then you sign, signature, and write in block letters, name in block letters. And if designation is there, you can write down designation. Like in application you mention your class sometimes, isn't it? You write student in class, sometimes like that. Or if your parent is writing, they will write parent here. So this is how you write down a formal letter. So yours sincerely, faithfully, truly, or obediently, these are all types of subscription, or you can say complimentary close. And this is the way a formal letter is closed. This is the polite manner of closing the letter. Then here designation. Now what is this? It is according to the question. You write a letter in some capacity, like suppose you are writing in the capacity of a librarian and ordering some books. Okay, for example. So then your designation is of librarian. So you will write down librarian here. If so it depends on the question what has been given. So all the information you have to take from the question and elaborate, and designation you will use from it only. Suppose you are the club secretary, you are writing the letter in the capacity of a club secretary, so you will write down club secretary here. So this is how you write a formal letter. I have jotted down a few guidelines for letter writing. First, these are the points you should always remember while writing letters, formal letters. Be brief, clear, concise, and to the point. You have to write, you have to form proper structure of sentences. You have to write to the point, and you have to be very brief and clear. Use a proper format, no indentation. Each block begins with the margin on left hand side. Now you have to start writing from the margin, from the left hand side with the margin. Alright, so there is no indentation. That means there is no leaving any space before starting a paragraph. So that was traditional method. So you don't have to mix it up. Don't mix traditional method with the modern method of letter writing. And each block, that means each paragraph or each when the block is getting separated, even if it is just a single line, you have to leave a line. Like suppose after writing address, you have to leave line. After writing date, you have to leave line. Then again address, leave line. Like this, after every block you have to give adequate space in between. And everything will start from the left hand side. So provide adequate space between sections and paragraphs. Use of punctuation marks has been done away with. Very little usage of punctuation marks. While writing the address and salutations, you don't have to put any punctuation marks while writing address and salutation. Don't put any comma after writing sir or ma'am. Write a well-organized content. Matter should be well organized. Use simple and direct language. All right, so these are some of the points which you should remember while writing letters. Now I must tell you how you have to go about writing body of letter. Now body of the letter means the content, okay, of the letter, the soul of the letter. It is divided into 3 paragraphs generally. First describes the purpose. In brief and in concise and clear manner, you have to describe the purpose, why you are writing, what is it about. Then in the second paragraph, you will write the matter in detail, whatever the matter is there in issue, that you have to write in detail. Then in the third paragraph, which is the concluding paragraph, you will end it up by giving any solution or suggestions, or it should be relevant to the subject matter of the letter. Now children, after every paragraph you have to leave one line, and you will begin every paragraph without using any indentation, that means any space from the margin. That means you will straight away start writing from the margin. And till last year the marking scheme was like this: for format 1 mark, content 4, and expression 3, total 8. But this time a slight change is there. So total marks is 10, the letter would be of 10 marks in total, and most probably it would be, the marking scheme would be like this. If there is any change, we'll inform you. Okay.